Yeah, we are live. Hey, Gwen, nice to see you. Oops, that's a bit bright there. Let me angle that a bit more away. Or shift some stuff around. There. Should be good there. So, braid has been mailed to Megan. However, she probably won't get it till she gets back home from her trip. She's apparently going to Vegas or something like that. Or I think something with Steve Gosney. All right, so, yep. We finished 7. We're ready for move 8. Right. I did find one of the pieces I lost downstairs. All right. So we need a 2x8 and a 2x6 and should have 3 2x4s and other 2x4s. All right. I do apologize if the fan noise gets a little loud. I seem to unfortunately be losing a little bit of strength today, but it's probably due to the taper down on the prednisone, so it should only be temporary, but it sucks while it's going. All right, I need 1 1x4. Go. And 2 of the T's. 1 and 2. 6 L's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Actually, I can go ahead and toss these in. And 1 1x2. And 2 1x's. 1 and 2. And a single 1x1 for the floor. I think we'll be okay for today. And Gwen says, I don't have earbuds today. Maybe that's why I don't hear the fan. Okay. Well, I also have a relatively good mic, so I'm hoping that's a good chunk of the reason why it might not be heard very well. All right, so dark brown. All right. Put stuff around here, unfortunately. All right, we don't need any 2x10s. We need 1 2x8. Ow. That's not going to be fun. Scratched minor injury on my thumb. It's going to start bleeding, but it's annoying. All right, and 1 1x6. So where did my tool go? Okay. One 2x6. I need 4 2x4s. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 1x4s. 1 and 2. 4 1x3 or 4 2x3s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 of the T's. 1, 2, and 3. 1 2x2. 4 L's. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I do have to say I've been enjoying the television adaptation of Murderbot Diaries. Had a bit of confusion with Mrs. Toran the other day, where she was trying to find it, and she couldn't find Murderbot Diaries in the list of books I had because none of them are individually labeled Murderbot Diaries. And she's not all that up with computer stuff, so she didn't realize she would need to search under Murderbot to find it. So I found her the first book, explained what was going on, and everything's been resolved. Oops, that's a side 1. Don't need any of those. Okay, 5, 6, and 7 of those. That's all the brown. Oh, and thanks to Megan and Tug, we are now over 1,600 subscribers. We've been stuck in like the mid 1,550 to 1,560 range for almost a year, so it's really nice to get out of there. I would have gotten more woodworking done today, but didn't quite feel safe doing it. I'm hoping that tomorrow is a much better day for that, but I don't have my don't have my hopes peaked too high or set too high for that because I'm actually having a hard time zipping up the Ziploc bags. All right, so all of our various transparent colors and the like. I need a 1x6 in transparent red. Go for that. And okay, we need some slightly different transparent here. We need 1 red and 1 green transparent that have a peg on the top. Or are they transparent? No, they are not. So I need, looks like a pink and a green. And a light green, not a dark green. Okay, well, I saw one of them in the bags here, so we'll grab that one. And the green one. As well as one of the transparent blue regular ones I've been doing. Yeah, let's start putting some of these back in so I can see better. And Megan says, woohoo, thanks to Megan Fox and that umbrella guy. Thank you very much for that. Okay, all right, there is the transparent blue one I need. Where is the opaque green one? Oh, I bet I know what it is. It's with the opaque green stuff, light green stuff, not the dark green. Yeah, there it is. All right, and need one gray, one by, and then the rest are the gold colored ones. All right, I need 3 1x4 flat tops, which are right here, nice and convenient. 1, 2, 3, and I need 1 1x2 flat top, which is not on there, and 3 1x3s. All right, so there's the 1x3s. 1, 2, 3. One 1x2. Right, there's one of those. 2 1x2 regulars. One, 2, 1 2x2, and 1 T. There's 2x2s. There's the T's. Okay, 1L. And 9 of the round ones. Go for that. If I do wind up being able to do woodworking this weekend, I will probably stream parts of it. And I think I've found the finish I'm going to use on the stuff I do woodworking on. It's a product called Clean Armor, and it is a UV cured resin type finish. I'm hoping it works out pretty well. It has a nice advantage of you can put the finish on, shine a UV light on it, and 2 to 3 minutes later, it's all cured. You don't have to worry about dust landing on it and messing up your finish. You don't have to worry about having to wear a respirator because there's no volatile organic compounds in it. And there's no smell, so it won't make you sick just smelling it, which is also the volatile organic compounds. But it's one of those things where if I need to do it in the house, I might even be able to do that. I've got a UV lamp on the way. The finish is very expensive though, but the entire finish is usable in the bottle. It doesn't have anything that evaporates away, so regular finishes can have up to like 70% of their volume just being solvents that are going to evaporate away when you're done. All right. Let's see. Let's start with the round ones here. Make the stack taller. 1 and 2. There we go. And also and this blue one here goes this spot. I may have to cut this stream a bit short. I am having a very hard time placing these in their proper spots. That's a little better there. All right. And let's see. 1, 2, 3. And all right, so that goes there. And this goes here. And this goes there. And L there. Single green goes there. And another L at the end here. And our 2x6 there. And one by 4 there. And T there. 2 by 4 in that pocket. Another T on the other corner there. And Gwen says, that's okay. Stream for however long you feel comfortable. Appreciate that. Hey, Equality. Nice to see you on. Hey, hey, hey. We're doing as much as we can tonight. While overall I've been getting better, today seems to be a weekday, so we'll do what we can. You hadn't heard, Megan got the braid mailed to her, but she probably won't get it till she comes back from her trip. So probably Wednesday of next week is when you folks will see her with it. All right. And this one goes here. And another single goes there. All right, that's all of that loop. And we got another T, which is over 2 and up 3. Which puts that there. And 2 by 4. And L there. And our opaque green one goes in this pocket here. And then our 2 by 8 goes here. And a single one goes here. And 2 by 2 goes here. And another 1 by or 2 by 4 goes there. And 2 of the 1 bys. Get 1 right there. And there. 2 by 3 there. And L there. And another 1 by. Okay, that one flew over here somewhere. I heard it land. I don't know if that's the one, but I think it is. That means it popped all the way in the box. There we go. That one did not want to go. All right. And should have another L. Yep. I mentioned we were watching it earlier, but I do really enjoy the TV adaptation of Murderbot Diaries. And 1 by 2 there. 1 by 2 gold there. L gold there. All right, and let's stay on. That goes there. 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 Those are down. And the last of the round ones. Thanks, Mark. Just a little bit, otherwise I have a hard time seeing the screen. All right, and let's see. Gwen says, hello, Equality. Equality says to Gwen, hello there. Equality says, oh yeah, Megan's going to Las Vegas. Is that right, for Steve's birthday party? Yeah, I believe that's what it is for. And Melee says, hey, y'all. Hey, Melee, nice to see you on. Gwen says, hey, Melee Cormier. And Equality says, Melee Cormier, hello. Gwen, Melee, Cormier. There, now I've got it right. Or Cormier. Melee says, hey, Equality. Gwen, hope you're doing good. Gwen says, please hit the like button, folks. Thank you for the reminder, Gwen. Gwen says, I'm okay, I think. And Gwen says, of course, that's the same brain that told me I had the right spelling with small case letters. All right. Go. All right. And our 1x2 goes there. 90, or an L, goes there. And 2x4 there. L there. 2x8 there. And 1x4 there. There we go, all the way down. And our opaque, dark pink one, roundy goes here. And green 1x at the end here. 2x4 there. And 90 L T goes here. And spin one around. Move it over by 1. That goes there. Two by 3 there. And 2x4 there. All right, and spray 1 goes there. 1x6 transparent red is there. And 2x2 in the corner here of this chest. And we go for a 2x3 flat top. 2x4 flat top, or 1x3 and 1x4. And 1x3, 1x3, 1x4, 1x4, 1x2, and 2x2 pebble top or post top, whatever, normal ones. I think I'll have better luck using the wrench here to get this on. Yeah, there we go. That needed a little bit of extra effort. And this T goes here. All right, so supposedly I'm missing a single 1x brown. All right, so there are 7 of them. I see 1. So 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, there it goes. All righty. So on with 9. All right, we'll start with dark brown. We got a 2x8 and a 2x6. We don't need any 2x10s. We'll need one 2x8 and one 2x6. Two 2x4s. One and two. Three 2x3s. 1, 2, 3. Right, so don't need any 1x4s. Already got all of those. Don't need any 2x2s. We need 3 1x2s. 1, 2, 3. Okay. There's our 2 T's. 2 1x3s. One and 2. 4 L's. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And 5 of the 1's. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm also listening to the next audiobook in Saga of the Forgotten Warrior. It's book 5 of 6. And the title is Graveyard of Demons. It's by Larry Correia. I'm enjoying it quite a lot too. There we go. All right. Next is dark greens. We need a 1x6. A 2x4. Two 2x3s. 1, 2, 3. I don't only 2 of those. One too many. Put these 2 pieces back together. So I got a single one I got to keep track of. All right. And 4 T's. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 1x3. 1 2x2. 1 L. And 2 1x2s. 1, 2, and 2 1x1s, 1 and 2. All right, and the gold and the light gray. In the light gray, we need 1, 1x2. Have them there, or do they get mixed in with the multicolored pack? There they are. One of those. Hey, I see Marmar's here. Second, folks. There we go for that. And Mary says, you think, to Gwen? And Gwen says, sometimes. Oops. There we go. Mary says, I'm so happy we are the weekend, but I wish the weekend was at least 4 days. Marmar says, hey, everyone. Mary Cormier, hey, how are you, Marmar? Gwen says, Marmar, hello. Marmar says, Mary, I'm currently surviving, managing. I'm also dog sitting. It's nice to be around an animal again. And Equality, Marmar, hey, good to see you. And Marmar says to Gwen, hello. And Equality, animals are great. All right. So we have 4 of the smooth top caps in gold and 6 of the regular ones. So I'll just go ahead and toss back the stuff I don't need. All right, so smooth tops. We need 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we need 6 of these. There we go. And the rest are transparent ones, or from that bag. All right, we need a red transparent 1x6 and one of the dark pink 3-prongs, and I'll just go ahead and grab these. All right, so one red 1x6 and one of the dark pink 3-prongs, one of the green sea cactus, and 3 of the mint colored ones. There's a mint, and mint. And I just remembered the green ones are in their own bag. So we just need one of those, and we're ready for this layer. Yeah. There we go. I'm going to reposition my seat. I'm back to having to use extra pillows to make sure I can stand up from them again. All right. Let's see. Marmar says equality. Hello. Nana says animals are the best. Marmar. And Marmar, my Fergat, is a Wheaten Terrier with a bit of a sassy personality. And Melee Cormier says, cute to Marmar. There we go. Tonight's soda stream invention is carbonated water with the Mio orange vanilla. Don't need that there. All right. So this is here. Let's get these separated, taken care of. I'm just going to do this because I need a little bit of a leverage advantage. Being very careful. There we go. Okay, so these, we have one regular and one smooth top and regular and smooth top and regular and regular and oops, sorry. Don't mean to be entirely off camera here when I'm doing stuff. Smooth top and smooth top. Regular. And regular. Okay. All right. So 1 by 3 goes there. And 2 by 6 green goes there. And brown L, not the firearms company, or firearms accessory company. Sporting shop, whatever it is there. And this goes on top of the pink base one earlier. And down on this corner. T. And 2 by 4 in the pocket. 2 by 2, 1 by 2 on the side. Go. And T there. And L there. 2x4 in that pocket, and 1x3 next to it. Oh, I already set up the redirect. When we're done, it's going to head over to Law and Lumber. And 1 by brown and 1 by green next to it. Okay, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this goes in there, and this goes there. And this one over 2 and down 1 goes there, and 1 by down 2 over 1. Let's line that one up a little better. Okay. Then our 2 by 8. Let's see, we're off here. There's yep, I'm off by 1. Is there, which means this. Right, there we go. Should go there. All right. Now does this line up? Okay. Yes, that one does line up properly. Let's get that in place there. And this one goes on top of this green opaque one. Oh, before I do that, I should probably put the L that goes here. There we go. And 1 by there. And 2 by 6 there. 2 by 2 there. All right, and 2 by 4, 3 in between, so goes. No, that can't be right. Yep, it's 1 too far over. That's where that goes. And 1 by 3 goes there. Single 1 by. And T 2 by 3, 2 by 2, and T here, 2 by 3. I do have to say that I'm really looking forward to working with that Clean Armor finish. because I have always had major problems trying to get a good finish on woodworking. It's one of those things where it's kind of like a blind spot for me, and it's been very frustrating over time. But I'm looking forward to being able to use modern technology to resolve my issues. There we go. And so if I'm not all that strong tomorrow, I can definitely do some of the programming I need to do for getting the stuff done. And T goes on that corner. Turn around, another T goes here. On this corner. All right, and okay. This one's a little hard to tell, but that's just a slightly lighter gray there. So this one is here. All right, and what did I miss? Because I got some extras. I got an extra L, a 1x2, and a 1x1. Probably over here. Oh, here. That's where I ran off. All right. So we got a 1x2 there. And L here. All right, so up, and there's where that other one goes. All right, so that one's been capped off. So I'll have to cap these off. Alrighty. Let me catch up with chat. Hi, you're talking about the case, which I studiously avoided today. Wow, a lot of chat. Okay. Let me catch up here and see what's been going on with the Karen Reed trial. Let's see. Marma says, I'm looking forward to FNF tonight. I didn't catch all today, but it seemed like Hank was dissing his own experts' data. And Melee, Marma to Melee, she's very cute and knows it. Gwen says, oh, Hank went nuts today. And Equality, I don't have a pet at the moment. Sometimes I just want to cuddle up and relax. Sometimes people are exhausting. Yes, sometimes people are indeed exhausting. Gwen says, warning, sharp thing on the screen. Thank you for the warning, Gwen. Melee says, I missed most of the week. Equality says, yes, Hank's voice and Darvoing is triggering. Melee, and she knows how to use it, I bet, to Marmar. And Gwen says, at least the witness today was very calm and didn't cause headaches, at least for me. Marmar says, I like the witness today. This is Equality. I miss having a dog and a cat. Equality. Mr. DeSagres seemed like a nice guy. The way he went after him was maddening. I hope the jury saw it the same way. And Marmar says, Equality. This is why I have Fergits. I get to hang out with animals, with an animal, get paid for it, and have none of the responsibility of being a pet owner. And he says, I have to try and not fall asleep tonight to watch FNL. I'm assuming that was FNF. And Gwen says, I know, right? Hank was positively vicious today, in my opinion. Equality. I miss my chinchillas. They weren't cuddly, but they were so soft when they let me hold them. Equality. Mrs. Torn had, before I met her, had chinchillas as a pet. The reason we see the vet that we do is because when one of them had broken their leg and she took to the vet, they were so enthused about being able to use like a stainless steel pin to be able to practice the surgery and pin the leg. Then Chinchilla recovered completely and lived out a normal, happy life. Mrs. Torn also likes to tell me about how they love doing their dust baths. And Melee says, vicious Dayam. I can't wait to see the recap to Gwen. And Equality Marmar, that's really smart. Marmar says, and the witness was being so polite. Gwen says he was trying to destroy the witness's credibility, ended up mostly discrediting his own experts. I like the scare quotes there. Equality, yes, the witness was so calm and genuine and didn't try and argue with Hank. Mary says, Equality, I never had a chinchilla, but they're so cute. Is it them that wash themselves with sand or dust? Yep. Gwen says, this witness was fantastic. Marma says, I'm being grumbled at by a dog. I think she wants to go for a walk. Gwen says, also, no looking at papers, no scrolling a laptop, no checking his emails on his watch. Then it says, I'm living for Hank making a fool of himself. Equality. Hank likes to destroy his case and redirect and cross, garbage in, garbage out. The garbage was from his own experts. Equality. Unlike Welchers, he actually listened to questions. Gwen says, yep, Yannetti makes that point during redirect, I believe. Gwen says, yes, very refreshing, non-combative witness. That's the way witnesses should be. They should be able to answer questions. Equality, I think AJ did. Yannetti did the voir dire of Proctor's friend, or voir dire. Gwen says, all right, thanks. And Equality, I felt bad for Proctor's friend, hopefully not friends anymore. Mary Cormier, Welchers was something. And Equality, whoops, one of my chins had a leg amputated, felt bad for him, but he was doing great after. Watching them dust bath was fun. All right, let's see. Excuse me, got me coughing there. We do it properly. Now we are back from mute. And Melee says, I say voir dire like Jeff now. All right. Let's see. Check something real quick. All right. All right, so we got one green spiky. I think I'll do this one more layer, and then I can send you off to Friday Night Frenzy so you guys can watch the recap with Rob and Ian. All right. And we've got one yellow. Two spiky red transparents. There's one. Don't want to have to dump everything out if I'm in a hurry. Red spiky 2. 2 of those are transparent 2. Stuck together. Yes, I do. All right. 1 and 2. That's all out of the multicolor bag. All right. I need 2 round flat tops and 4 of the regular ones. There's 1. And 2. Almost out of these. All right, that's all the gold. And we got green. We need a 2x4 and a 2x3 and a 2x2. Two by 3. Two by 2. 2x4. Two 1x2s. One 1x, and 4 L's. One, two, three, and 4. All right. Then just need the dark browns. There we go. And Equality says, yes, that's the correct way to say Vordire. Marmar, she took the dog out, got halfway down the block, turned around to go back home. Now she's enjoying an ice cube. And Gwen says, Marmar, yay. And Equality says, I saw a lawyer on YouTube say Vordire Jeff's way the other day. It made me happy. Miss him so much still. Yep, I agree with you there. So glad Connor started his channel. Melee says, awesome, Marmar. And Marmar says, she's weird. She likes to chew on the ice cubes. If anyone is watering while we're out on a walk, she'll beg for a drink from the hose, like I don't give her any water ever. Yep. They're vicious. They try and shame you. Inaccurately. One of the 2x6. We need 3 2x4s. 1, 2, 3. 3 2x3s. 1, 2, and 3. 1 1x3. There it is. It was in here. 3, 4 2x2s. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 6 L's and 4 1x2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4 1x2s, and then I need 5 1x. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Everything we need for move 10. Okay. Sorry, just shifting a bit here. Okay, so green one, or green board one is single spiky there. And we have blue bordered spiky that way, spiky that way, and spiky that way. And one there. There. And Oops. That was not lined up right. Okay. And smooth top there. Smooth top there. And regular one there. All right. And 2x3 there. Two by two there. And L there. 2x2 there. 2x3. And 1 by. There we go. And 2x3. Does not want to fit. Don't fall into the hole. That does not want to seat properly. I think I know why. There's a little corner that was not great. Might have been a mismolding or something like that. Let me get the 2x2 there. Maybe not. Okay. I'll just rotate this 180, see if it fits better that way. It does not want to fit. Why does that not want to fit? Let me just try a different one. See if it's the piece. Well, if it is a piece, it's one that's already on here. Let's see if this one needs to be moved a little bit. And that one goes on fine. Let me try and swap out this one below it with something else. And it's 2x3. Yeah, let's see if this T is the one that's causing the problem. Let's set that aside, grab the T. set this over here just in case that is the problem piece. All right. Let's go ahead and set this one back down there. All right, that one looks good. Leave that out for a second. All right, and looks like it's a gradual buildup. Let's see. Of errors. Let's see if I can't get that more properly in place. Actually, let's see if I take this one off. Ha, that one's seated. All right, let's see if I can. There we go. That was annoying as all get out. All right, and that goes there. This goes here. And two by two, 2x3, 1x2, and 90. There we go. And this one down 2 and over 1. So that goes there. And one away. Goes there. And L on this side. L on this side. Two by 6. Single. L there. One by 2 there. L there. And catch up with chat. Equality says, or Mela Cormier says equality. Jeff was someone exceptional. Okay, all right. Okay, exceptional. I miss him every day. I'm so happy Connor decided to adopt this like a second family. Mary says, I had a dog that wake up at 5 a.m. because she was like, it's toast, time to give me toast. And Gwen says, I'm back. Neighbor came over to borrow my phone. Mama says, my dad makes toast in the morning. The dog isn't around when he goes into the kitchen, but when dad's finished making the toast and PB, the dog is sitting patiently on the rug. And it says, did your neighbor found the package, Gwen? And Equality says, Melee, absolutely. Jeff was probably the nicest law tuber. Yep. And I think Ian's probably in his class too. Marmar, I'm going to hop over to Rob. I think he'll be starting soon on Rob's standard time. And Gwen says, yes, just ask her. Apparently one of our neighbors had it. I never heard of that neighbor, though. I'm just glad she got her package. And Melee says, see you on FNF, Marmar. And Gwen says, see you over there, Marmar. And Melee says, definitely Equality. And Mary says, awesome to Gwen. And Equality Gwen, that's great. She found it. Gwen says, right, I just wonder why the other neighbor thought it was okay to be looking at a package in front of my door. That's weird. Gwen says, we're in townhouse apartments. Melee says, that's sus. Melee says, I forgot Danny's doing a birthday stream tonight. And Gwen says, creeps me out. I got a package today. You bet your Bipio is on spot. I was spot on getting it as soon as I got the notice. And Melee Cormier says, you should do the glitter package. Equality, yes, Ian's great too. Love his extra live stream. I consider it an honor. I've been able to make braids for that. All right, so got this one done here. And all right, so 5 in between that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this goes here. 2 by 4 there. 1 by there. There we go. And 1 by 2 there. Oops. That one wants to slide off. 2 by 4 there. 2 by 2 there. And 2 by 2 brown here. 1 by brown there. 2 by 4 brown there. 1 by here. Go. And little pretty yellow plant there. And 1 by 2 there. 2 by 4 there. Got an L there. Another L there. And one more green 1 by somewhere. There it is. All right, so we just finished up move 10. And all right, so it looks like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. These should go relatively fast for that. So I am going to put this here so I know where I stopped. Probably have at least some form of stream tomorrow. It might be a shop stream. It might be a Lego stream. We'll have to see how it goes. Let's see. Okay, I read that one. And Equality, yes. Okay, got that. Okay, Equality. I wish I could put something on the auction. Maybe someday. And Ian Mary says Ian has a soft heart with lots of spiciness. Usually straight capsaicin. But yeah, I'll agree with you there. It's the same. I wish I could make something for the auction to Equality. And Gwen says Equality. I know, right? I wish I could afford something as well. And Gwen says, take it easy, everyone. All right, so I think we're done. I'm going to send you over to Rob since I'm pretty sure he's started by now. So as always, hey, 19-month member stream. Woohoo, way to go. Yay for Equality. Ooh, 19 months. Congrats on that. All right, everybody. As always, stay safe and happy braiding.